about Major Kong?
Sometimes you don't have to make things better in order for them to be great again. You merely have to remove the rust that's eating away at what you love in order for it to shine. And one man's vision is putting him on a path to a showdown with Twitter's cancel culture black hats. The fight for free speech is about to heat up. Change is coming, and his name is Elon Musk. Welcome, Slayer Nation. I hope all of y'all have had a fantastic week so far. We have a lot to talk about. It seems that free speech is back on the menu as Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, has now been announced to be the single largest shareholder in Twitter. Well, it seems that Musk pulled his new Texas-sized boots and pulled himself onto the big boys' blue checkmark table and joined the board of directors. Now, I think this is great news. A lot of people are worried, but there's one thing that is for certain. This puts Musk and Parag Agrawal, the current CEO of Twitter, on a collision course. Now, Agrawal is not my favorite human being. I loathe the man. And once you hear his interview from November of 2020 and what he thinks about free speech, I think you'll agree.
Our role is not to be bound by the First Amendment, but our role is to serve a healthy public conversation. And our moves are reflective of things that we believe lead to a healthier public conversation. To focus less on thinking about free speech, but thinking about how the times have changed. Where our role is particularly emphasized is who can be heard.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
You know, I cannot wait for Musk to put this bottom-feeding echo chamber champagne socialist on notice. See, right now, Musk and Agrawal are getting along great because that's how Musk works. In all my research that I did about him, he always offers the honey first. And if you swallow and it go along and get along, everything's grand. You get all the golden goodies. But if you don't, he force feeds you the bitter bile. He serves you up the vinegar. And I would be thrilled if Agrawal were forced to take his medicine. Now, a lot of people since Musk entered Twitter have been happy. They have joy back in their hearts. They're looking to a hopeful future on the horizon. They're going, hey, free speech is coming back in the land of the free and the home of the brave. And then you have others who are just holding their breath, worried what other shoe is going to drop. And then you have the Twitter employees. These are the corrupt corporate cancelcrats who are now preaching doom and gloom because of their brave new world and their cultures crashing down around them. Well, these are the people who are bringing together their hashtag heroes and forming their Twitter mobs in order to virtue signal to everyone about how Musk is going to destroy the company.
Holy shit. I got to go now.
And thanks to journalist Andy No of the Post Millennial, he brought together a couple of tweets which will give us a look at how they think. Let's take a look at it. This is Jay Holler. He, him, his engineering manager at Twitter. He states, the problem with Elon Musk is that he has demonstrated a pattern of harmful behavior consistently that disproportionately impacts marginalized people. So maybe let's not give him any more power than he already stole. For the first time at Twitter, leadership includes someone I had proactively blocked on this platform. But No has one more. This is Cassie Nick Roomba. I'm honestly kind of terrified. A prominent transphobe buying a large stake in Twitter is not at all funny. I don't understand. These people are supposed to be experts on social media. You know, tech heads. They're supposed to know the ins and outs of the internet, everything about it. Don't they realize, or have they forgotten? They need a refresher lesson that everything you share or post or write is always saved, forever online, somewhere. You just have to dig a little harder or have an expertise to find it. Don't they ever consider that in the future when they need a prospective employee, just like right now, they're putting their resumes together because, oh, Musk, this billionaire barbarian is at the gates and he's going to destroy everything. Don't they think some future boss is going to say, hey, wait a minute, hold your horses 1 second. You're telling me that you had a new member of the board of directors, your largest shareholder ever, and you were belittling him and bitching about him? Yeah, we really don't want you in our company. But guess what? Senior Vice President of Communications for Substack, Lulu Messervey, had something to say about that. Lulu states, Substack is hiring. If you're a Twitter employee who's considering resigning because you're worried about Elon Musk pushing for less regulated speech, please do not come work here. But for everybody else, we really are hiring. Join a talented, determined, passionate, motley team of all backgrounds and beliefs. We debate respectfully, execute maniacally, and live to serve writers and podcasters. Long live independent publishing. It's beautiful. You know, Musk, is he going to change things for the better or for the worse? I really don't know. I have a feeling that it's going to be much better. I just do. He's the type of person who's kind of like the perfect troublemaker. He's the type of person who like makes tempers flare, but at the same time can transform Twitter's troubles into trillions merely by giving people their voices back. You know, before it was publicly announced that he is the single largest shareholder ever in Twitter right now, you know what happened? He put together a poll where he asked the people on Twitter a simple question. Free speech is essential to a functioning democracy. Do you believe Twitter rigorously adheres to this principle? And over 2 million people voted, and 1.4 million resoundingly, loudly declared no. If we want to help this man pave the way to bring back freedom of speech, we must remember, never bow down, never bend the knee. Firmly defiant. Step up, stand tall, and get busy living your best life now. Always forward.